So we want to know how we got from philosophers like Aristotle to modern evolutionary thought. To do that, we're going to focus on a couple of key figures to understand how 19th century Western Europe became this sort of global hub for scientific discourse and evolutionary thought. Let's start with Francis Bacon, an English politician and philosopher who lived from 1561 to 1626. Bacon is often hailed as the founder of empiricism, which is the idea that all learning and knowledge derives from experience and observation. It became prominent in the 17th and 18th centuries in Western Europe due to the rise of experimental science. It was actually Bacon that proposed the scientific method, a system for evaluating knowledge that's based on inductive reasoning and careful observation. Ironically, Bacon died from an experiment gone wrong while observing the effects of cold on the preservation of meat. But the scientific method is a procedure strategy that has characterized natural science since the 17th century, consisting of systematic observation, measurement, experimentation, and the formulation, testing, and modification of hypotheses. Okay, next up we have John Ray, an English naturalist who defined a species as a group of morphologically similar organisms arising from a common ancestor. His observations and classifications were crucial in shaping our modern understanding of species. Today, we define a species as a group capable of producing fertile offspring. Following Ray, we have Carl Linnaeus, a Swedish scientist, who introduced the binomial nomenclature system that we still use today. In his Systema Naturae, Linnaeus categorized plants and animals. His system was the first to classify humans under the term Homo sapiens. His work standardized the way we name and classify living organisms. After that, we have Georges Cuvier, a French naturalist, who proved the concept of extinction by analyzing fossil records. He developed the comparative anatomy technique still used today. Comparative anatomy compares similar structures across species. His work demonstrated that some species had completely vanished from Earth, challenging the religious beliefs that all species were created and survived since creation. Cuvier also developed a theory of catastrophism, suggesting that Earth's history was marked by periodic catastrophic events that caused mass extinctions. Next in line were James Hutton and Charles Lyell, who were pivotal in establishing the theory of uniformitarianism, countering catastrophism. Hutton's studies at Siccar Point in Scotland led him to propose that geological processes are slow and continuous, requiring vast periods or what he called deep time. Lyell furthered this idea in his Principles of Geology, where he emphasized that current geological processes explain the Earth's past. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck was the first Western scientist to propose a mechanism for evolution. He suggested that organisms adapt to their environment through acquired characteristics, which are then passed to the offspring. Though his theory was later disproved, Lamarck highlighted the importance of environmental influence on species. Our next stop on the history of evolutionary thought trail is Thomas Malthus. In his essay on population, he introduced the idea of carrying capacity, which is the amount of organisms that an environment can reliably support. He argued that populations grow faster than their food supply, leading to competition and survival challenges. This principle influenced later evolutionary theories, including Darwin's natural selection. The development of Western European thought on evolution involved significant contributions from numerous scientists, each building upon the work of their predecessors. Their theories and discoveries collectively paved the way for our current understanding of evolutionary biology.